Mr. Speaker, I rise to address the House today beside an empty chair. In it sat a great Canadian, a great leader, and a great parliamentarian. Mr. Speaker, in this chair sat a friend. And I know that many honourable members on both sides of this esteemed House call him the same. Cette Chambre des communes et ce pays ont subi.
This House of Commons and this country have suffered a tremendous loss. It is with great sadness that we are beginning this new session of Parliament by paying tribute to the honourable member from Toronto Danforth, Jack Layton. I know that all members join with me in offering our sincere condolences to the family of our dear colleague, to his wife, in particular, the honourable member for Spadina, by David and Nancy, his children, his son Michael, his daughter Sarah, and his granddaughter Beatrice. His name is enough to the name of that grandchild was just enough to make our colleagues' eyes sparkle. He was always a great support to his wife.
Member for Trinity Spadina, Jack Layton's own Member of Parliament, deserves particular recognition by this House today for her courage, grace, and composure in this most difficult times. Admiration and love. Monsieur le Président.
Mr. Speaker, last week the family of Jack Layton provided me with an eagle feather that he had in his office, and it was sacred to him. When he had to make important decisions, that feather reminded him that he needed to think of the people and the impacts of decisions on future generations. Mr. Speaker, that feather was provided to me as leader of the New Democratic Party to embody the spirit of Jack Layton and the spirit with which he guided our party. And, Mr. Speaker, when I accepted that feather, I made a commitment to his family, as I am making a commitment right now to all Canadians to continue our work in the spirit in which he led us.
As this House, seen as passionate, tireless, and committed an advocate for the less fortunate than Jack Layton. Day after day, he fought for the little guy. He strove to give a voice to those without power and wealth, and to ensure that as this country moved forward, nobody got left behind and nobody found themselves homeless. In Jack Layton's memory, we'll carry on this work. All who knew him knew the strength of his belief that young people held the key to the gates of a better Canada and a better world. He worked tirelessly to reach out to young people, to engage them in politics, to ensure their perspective and their best hopes for our country were reflected in our national dialogue. In Jack Layton's memory, we'll carry on this work.
He was also very determined to ensure that all levels in Canada were involved in our country. He was also determined to build better relations with First Nations peoples, relations based on respect. In the honor of the memory of Jack Layton, we will be continuing his work in that area. The honourable member for Toronto Danforth was motivated by the idea that by respecting the needs and aspirations of his province of origin, he would strengthen our country. And we will all accomplish this goal by working together. We will build a stronger, more united country with the help of Quebecers. This principle was a constant for him, despite the changes in political life at the federal level over the past 20 years, the ups and downs. And it is in the honor of, in Jack's memory, that we will continue that work as well. He was motivated by the need to provide a legacy to our children and grandchildren of a better environment, clean air, clean water, no greenhouse emissions, where we have sustainable development. In the honor of his memory, we will continue that work as well.
Jack Layton believes so much in the power of democracy and of this Parliament. I invite all honourable members in this house to join me in picking up his torch and making this an institution in which Canadians can be proud. Jack Layton improved the tone of the debate in Parliament. He firmly believed we could have passionate disagreements without being disrespectful or disgraceful to each other. Let us all honour his memory by conducting the next session of Parliament in this spirit. Let us always put the interests of Canadians before our own partisan interests, as Jack Layton will want us to do. Never was Jack more proud than when he was able to work with others across the aisle to serve Canadian families. He considered his work with his Liberal colleagues to pass a better balanced budget, one of his greatest legislative legacies. He was equally proud of his work with the members opposite in securing help for 190,000 out-of-work families in their time of need, and in making the apology for residential schools a reality. By his own words, Jack Layton was always more interested in proposition than opposition. Let this spirit live in each of us as we get down to work for Canadians in these very tough times. Monsieur le Président.
Mr. Speaker, in response to Jack Layton's passing, we saw the great love that Canadians held for him in Montreal, where he was born, in Toronto, where he lived, in Ottawa, and across Canada. Canadians came together to celebrate his life. And there were many stories and messages that were told, that were left on the sidewalk, and they all showed their love for him. There was hope expressed by him and by Canadians for a better Canada, the hope that we could work together to meet the challenges ahead of us, hope that we can make our country stronger and more united, hope, Mr. Speaker, that even though no one is perfect, together there is no limit to what we can achieve. And I hope that this will be the largest legacy that he will have left, that is, to bring us all together to achieve that legacy,
which has been inscribed into the hearts of many Canadians. I would like to have it inscribed into our official records today. Let it be a motto for this country and for this esteemed house, now and forevermore. My friends, love is better than anger. Hope is better than fear. Optimism is better than despair. So let us be loving, hopeful, and optimistic, and we will change the world. Thank you.